You know, I didn't think it was possible to ruin something as perfect as Cross 4 or X4. But here we are. The new X4 is just, how do I even put it? This card is a disaster. It's like they took everything that made the old X4 amazing and threw it out the window and slapped a vanilla sticker on the sad excuse of a card. Now, of course, the old X4 actually had versatility, it had power, it brought something to the table, it was a complete game changer, that's why it's got put to 1. On play, draw 2, and then end of attack can pop itself to save all 4 material, and then you can just do it again, right? Obviously, the card was an absolute powerhouse for the time. However, this card came out in BT10, and that's approximately, I think that's close to 2 years ago. Obviously, it had to go to 1, understandable, but they wanted to give us an X4 to replace this card. But the X4 we got to replace is that bad that I think X3 is a better candidate. Now, you could argue they gave us a new X4, so, you can finally play Shoutmon X4B and stuff. And no one's gonna do that. The X4Bs are kind of cursed and bad. Coming back to X4, this is basically just a placeholder card, right? No special effects, no strategy, nothing. They ripped the soul out of this card and left us with this. Let's read the card, shall we? Thank God it's a cross-heart card, unlike the X2 that we have that isn't cross-heart, my god. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battlefield, you may play up to 3 Digimon with the cross-heart trait from this Digimon's Digivolution cards under one of your tamers. So, not only are they just rewording Material Save, because they can't be bothered. So I just learnt this, by the way. Material Save has to place the cards, only can place cards, specifically mentioned for the Digicross of the card. Which I never knew because, you'd always just save those cards anyway. I just assumed if anything was under there, I could save it. No, you have to save the specific materials, which obviously never comes up that it's not them. And this is relevant because the new Shoutmon, it'll be too far up to scroll to, but the new Shoutmon, Omni Shoutmon, and Raptor Sparamon can count as the original Sparamon, for example. So this card is basically trying to make a new version of Material Save, just without the keyword that lets you save the new pieces like the Omni Shoutmon, etc. Okay, I get that. That's cool. I get them trying to make a, effect that works as a new version of Material Save. And that's the end of the effects, guys. It's a vanilla! It doesn't have an effect! People in the Digimon Discord are absolutely coping and trying to say that the effect is a better version of Material Save. That is not an effect. Every cross card has a freaking save effect. That doesn't count. The Digicross is of course Shoutmon, Ballista, Dorilla, and Starsmon. The only good thing is this is an 8 cost, which means if you have all the pieces, it's free. Once again, just play X3. X3 costs 1, but it's just better at this point. Let's look at the new Metal Grey. The Metal Grey community, the Blue Flare community cried when this card came out because wow, it's not as good as the one they already have. Yes, but it's another one you can play, and your Metal Grey's already at 4, so, also, shut the hell up. When attacking D-Digivolve one of your opponents, then this Digimon may Digivolve into a Blue Flare, from under your tamers without paying the cost. That is still a great effect, even if this is considered a bad version of the old card. It also has an inheritable play out a Digimon from under a tamer. This is a good new Metal Greymon for Blue Flare. Whether the Blue Flare players can identify it or not, this is a great secondary Metal Greymon to play. You'll at least play 1 or 2 of it, I feel, in Blue Flare, along with a good one. What do we do with this? This is not the same. This card doesn't exist. It's a vanilla. Now, obviously, I know this X4 is probably going to support the new style of cross, but man, as an OG cross enjoyer, this is terrible. This Blue Flare card supports the old Blue Flare strategy, and it's nice. This pretty much is a vanilla. Let me just remind you, Japan will get this card in the current year 2024. We will get it in 2025. That's almost 2 or 3 years since the last X4. This is what we get. I can't believe this is supposed to be support. It feels like a sabotage. Honestly, I'd rather stick with the old X4 any day. But the sad thing is, this kind of puts the nail in the coffin that OG X4 is never coming off the ban list, right? Because they're going to be like, we gave you a new one. You don't need this one. Say goodbye to X4, guys. He's never coming back. And the people who think that card is still broken, no, Ukomon exists. Most of the people who think X4 is too broken are Ukomon players. It's just kind of ironic, isn't it? But anyway, Ukomon will have its time to go to 1, which is probably in the next week. Thanks, Bandai, for the ban list coming up. I know you're going to nuke that deck, or any deck playing Ukomon. Yeehaw. I guess I'll be sticking to the original X4, because this card's not even worth a sleep. It's a common. It's a common X4, guys. And yes, it is basically a placeholder card. Someone in the Digimon Discord actually said, this card advances your game state, and when you attack, you get to draw 1. Hello? What? What do you mean? This card does that, and also draws you 2 cards, and also at the end of attack, you can pop it and do a Digicross again. What? This also saves all 4 cards if it survives the security check. Like, I don't know, man. People are just copium. Like, X4 is a god tier card, and this X4 is literally pack filler. Pack filler X4. That is the name of this X4 from now on. Like, what is this artwork as well? Like, he's kind of in a goofy pose. He doesn't really look majestic. This card will not even be shiny. Throw this in the bin, Bandai. This X4 is garbage. Actual dog water card. I will be putting it through my washing machine multiple times. Can we just say shout out to the new Pixmons, though? This is quite good. I'm definitely going to play this as the 5th egg in, like, OG Crossheart, like BT10 Crossheart style decks. But you know what? In the new Crossheart deck, you probably play this as the 4 and the Old Star, Pixmon as the 1 of. It's just interesting to get a yellow and a red egg, though. That's always nice. So shout out to Bandai for the new Pikmons. That's really cool. But what is this? This is an abomination. I'm actually going to go and cry tonight thinking of this card. And all the copium freaking players who said we weren't getting an X4, you guys are silly. People who thought we wouldn't get X4, like Crossheart's freaking identity. Okay, buddy. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm glad we got a new X4, but I'm also so sad that unless the pieces, the new pieces we get, the new Ballista and the new Doral evolutions, unless they're good, which I hope they are to make X6 good. Right now, X6 and X4, EX6, sorry, and X4 seem unplayable, to be honest. But hopefully my opinions on this change. But like, a lot of people who have a brain know this card is bad. Anyone in the Discord here who thinks it's good is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I had people telling me, you know, that's what I get for X4 originally being so good. It's like, what? That has nothing to do with me. Like, are you actually... All weird people aside, Bandai really dropped the ball with X4. And you know what? It didn't have to be broken, guys. I know they were scared because the last one was broken. This could have just been a draw 1 on play. Because, let's be real, if you make this on your second turn, there's a good chance you might have had a Taiki source underneath, and the rest of the sources came from your hand. So best case scenario, you played this, and you used 3 other cards in your hand, potentially 4. So 5 cards potentially were used to make this, and it doesn't have an effect. Like, what do you mean? I'm going to use 5 material to make this card? Swing in and, you know, draw 1 off Starsmon if it's the old Starsmon, because the new one probably has a different effect. And then what? Like, and then what, bro? It doesn't have an effect to pop itself. It does have a good material save effect. Yes, congratulations. That is the bare requirement of a cross card, to have material save of some form. And yes, it has an upgraded version of that. Fantastic. But it doesn't do anything. X4 is meant to be the playmaker of the deck almost, and it doesn't do anything. It's despicable. It's disgusting. I hate it. I'm throwing it out. I'm going to go cry myself to sleep right now. And I'm ripping up all copies of the X4 that I actually opened from this set. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this abomination, because this is disgusting. I hope this happens to nobody's deck. I hope if you play a deck that you never have to, you know, play this game long enough to see your deck get basically a vanilla version of one of your deck's titular boss monsters. Like, this is, like, spitting in the face of anyone who likes Crossheart. The Crossheart support can stop here, because the Shoutmon we got's amazing, and the X4 is an abomination. So, I don't have much more to say other than card bad. And, everyone knows it. Alright, see ya.